we welcome you back to the 47th annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. We are in for another good one. It's the Rolling Meadows Mustangs and the Lemont. We still didn't get a name for them. We still didn't get a name for them.
Lemont High School.
Lemont High School. All right, so Bobby, this matchup, there are two teams we saw yesterday. This is a good one.
This is going to be a good one. At least it should be. Two D1 caliber guys on this team. Obviously, Cam Kirsty and Indrusitis. I'm not entirely sure how to say his first name. I don't think you are either, but this is going to be one heck of a game.
And it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams do square up. Obviously, it isn't just Cam Kirsty, but Orlando Thomas, number 3, a man to keep an eye on. But kind of one of the unsung heroes of the victory for the Mustangs yesterday was Mark Nikolic Wilson, number 30 in white. But Lemont, you talk about guard play. The Castillo brothers bring just that, and obviously Mr. Indrusitis does the same thing. Cam Kirsty from deep, that went off the mark, no good. Rebound, this will stick here. But yeah, just one of the better games of the afternoon slate. After we just saw a very exciting finish in the Lake Forest and Tinley Park game, this matchup just as exciting, if not even more. You mentioned it, Bobby, because of these players that we have in this game. Is from the far side, the freshman Meltich off the mark, no good. Rebound by Miles Beecham.
Both teams running with the same starting 5 for yesterday. Lamont's got a lot more guys back. I know they tested yesterday, and it looks to see they got about, what do you say, 7 guys on the bench today, something like that.
They got a lot. They got a deeper bench than yesterday for sure. Which it's not just 8 players here in total. Indrusitis can't finish. Back the other way come the Mustangs.
That could be pivotal. And that's going to be called as a charge on Orlando Thomas. Now, Orlando Thomas and Cam Kirsty, they both combined it for 43 yesterday afternoon. While, and you talked about the Castillo brothers, Matas and Rokas Castillo. Rokas had 22 yesterday. And then he's going to be very pivotal in tonight's game versus Rolling Meadows team.
Lemont beating the Timothy Christian Trojans to move on in the Tosh. Driving now, Castillo can't finish. And back the other way comes Kirsty. Kirsty looking, cutting, going up, right hand, and it'll be called for a travel.
He did take that extra step, but that play starts with Mark Nikolic Wilson down low, getting a hand in there and breaking something up.
Yeah, we kind of alluded to it. The guard play of Lemont is so crucial and pivotal, and just something that a lot of other teams in this tournament don't have because of the Castillo brothers.
Right, Rokas and Matas, they both know how they're supposed to play, and they both fly along the floor. And Coach Kadovich has already had to control himself. The official on the far side of the court for us was kind of staring him down as he was making that travel sign.
Kadovich is one of the most exciting coaches to watch in the tournament. I mean, between the facial expressions, just the pure enthusiasm.
You can tell when he gets mad, even with the mask on. It's so fun to watch.
Seraktoff from the corner is good, and the first points of the ball game belong to the Mustangs of Rolling Meadows. This we talked about it too. Not only the offense, there was so much firepower offensively for the Mustangs, but the defense was very strong yesterday as well.
Rolling Meadows, weird shot right there. Rolling Meadows is going to have to, well, either team really, if they want to win this game, it's going to all be about getting off to a fast start and trying to work that way.
And that ball last touching Sotorov leaves the ball to Lemont. Matas Castillo looking for anything, has Indrusitis, kicks back out. Back to Matas, gives to Rokas. Now Indrusitis, ball touched by Nikolic Wilson, up ahead of Thomas. Orlando Thomas goes up, left hand finish is good.
Easy 2 points right there.
Quick 5-0 lead for the Mustangs.
Rolling Meadows defense made that play happen, and it's causing havoc for the Castillo brothers and Indrusitis. There's a good finish there by Rokas Castillo.
Yeah, and some much needed offensive possession for Lemont. Sotorov and company.
A sigh of relief to get those first 2 points off the board, but great ball movement on the half of Rolling Meadows.
Great block there from Beecham.
We talked about Beecham the other day and how I thought he was one of the most athletic players on the floor. I don't think that's the case for this game when you have Cam Kirsty right in front of us. But he is still one of the most athletic players on the floor. His ability to grab rebounds and block shots.
Well, the thing with Beecham is that he's not one of the taller players. There's no Indrusitis goes up, right hand is strong and good. Right over.
Very strong
Nicholas Wilson.
Yeah, very strong finish for Indricitis right there.
But yeah, no, Beecham just covers so much ground, and we mentioned he's not, terribly tall compared to the rest of the field. That's drawing the foul there is Nicholas Wilson, but he just covers so much ground, and it's
right.
A mixture of wingspan, but also just, the vertical. He had a few really big-time blocks.
His ability to get off the ground is very pivotal. Grab the rebounds and block shots, like I said.
Nicholas Wilson at the line shooting 2. He misses the first. Trying to put the Mustangs back up by 2. He misses both of them. We talked about the last game that we had. Tinley Park Titans certainly left a lot of points on the court due to missed free throws, and Nicholas Wilson doing the same thing there, missing both. Beecham now baseline, giving inside, going up, unable to finish. Was Joe Pender.
The ability to grab rebounds, too, is going to be pivotal for both these teams. A lot of fight on both sides of the floor. A lot more in favor of Rolling Meadows.
And now Christie and company looking to get something going offensively. That's another guy. Ian Miletic, the freshman, outstanding ball game yesterday, is going up and one. Orlando Thomas draws the foul, and he'll go to the line to capitalize.
A very
three-point play
right there by Orlando Thomas. You're right. We're going to talk about that freshman a whole lot as we enter our first mass timeout of the day.
And so with that mass timeout, we will take our first break of the ball game with 3:49 to go in the first quarter. It is Rolling Meadows 7 and Lemont 4. And so coming out of the mass timeout, it will be Orlando Thomas trying to finish off the three-point play, and doing so with ease. Rolling Meadows now leads 8-4. And Bobby, an exciting start for both teams. Not necessarily anything too bad, not anything, necessarily, just a very, a start we expected.
They're both playing their styles of basketball, and obviously I think that's what they're going to do. And both. We know Rolling Meadows plays very quick, and Indricitis right there, big-time corner 3.
Very confident shooter is Notis Indricitis, proving it there with that three-pointer and cutting it to 1. Thomas, beautiful cut, beautiful finish. Lead goes back to 3.
Orlando Thomas already 6 points for this Rolling Meadows team. Cam Christie has not scored a point yet.
So the score 10-7 with 3:15 to go in the opening quarter. Great hands there from Christie.
Ball was coming right at us.
I thought I was going to get the, showcase, maybe the hands. It's all right.
Was it still, what was it, 2019 where we said it's how much if you catch a ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still doing that?
Little side bet.
I didn't know if we were still doing that or not.
I was looking for the opportunity to just show the hands.
Well, I was in front of
the Turkey Bowl, you should have seen it.
Yeah.
3 minutes to go in the first quarter as the Castillo brothers and Lemont look to get something out of this possession. Castillo in the corner, cuts, gives it to Indricitis. Inner side is cutting in. He will be called for the travel. Will be going the other way.
Lemont's got to do a better job limiting turnovers. I don't know how many they exactly have, but it's a lot more than Rolling Meadows has, and a very good chance to cost them a few points.
A few changes here for Rolling Meadows, that being just one is Foster Ogbonna, getting his first action of the evening. Christie working on Beecham, gives outside, Thomas from the corner. Three-point is good and strong.
Absolutely great feed there by Cam to find Orlando Thomas, and Thomas has already got 9. But that's one heck of a pass there by Cam to find the open guy.
Yeah, and Thomas, kind of the unsung hero of this Rolling Meadows team, is another turnover committed by Lemont.
Like we mentioned,
goes the other way.
Like we mentioned with Orlando Thomas, he had 22 yesterday afternoon, was the leading scorer for this Rolling Meadows team, and already the leading scorer for them today.
Christie looking, cutting, going up, unable to finish. This rebound goes on the floor, taken by Soderov outside. Ogbonna from the top of the key, three-pointer, no good, off the mark. Now Thomas shoots with confidence. He got it.
He's got such a pure jump shot. And he's got 12 out of the 16, and Cam had one heck of a take. He just couldn't finish right there, but it results in 3 points for Rolling Meadows.
And so with a minute 44 to go in the first quarter, Rolling Meadows 16, Lemont 7. We'll see if Lemont can start to cut back into this lead when we get back. And so out of the 32nd timeout, Lemont heads back the other way, trailing down by 9, and that was a quick 9 from Rolling Meadows. That lead grew awfully quickly.
And most of that 9 came from who else but Orlando Thomas.
Good feed down there from Castillo, giving it
absolutely great finish
to Patrick Gardner.
I believe Patrick Gardner was a name that we said yesterday afternoon when Lemont took care of Timothy Christian.
Turnover there, great hands from Kelby. And back the other way comes Lemont. Outside, trying to flip the court here. Back into Gardner. Gardner working on Nikolic Wilson. This one will stay here.
High pass, that would have been an easy finish.
Just under 1 minute to go in the first quarter. 16-9 Rolling Meadows. Lemont with 2 team fouls and Rolling Meadows only with 1. And now Castillo looking, gives back to his brother. Now Matis working on Cam Christie.
Nice
Good
dish.
feed. And a finish there with Patrick Gardner. It was a great look, great vision. We talked about it. We saw this Lemont team. That was kind of the thing that we saw them, you know, talk about sick in your game. All of these players have fantastic vision.
Absolutely. I mean, both the Castillo brothers do it. Nikolic Wilson, great take to the hoop, but a great defensive stand here. Lemont trying to end the half on a great note.
As we approach the 22nd mark in the first quarter. Castillo working on Thomas. Matos goes, trying to make it up. 3-point on the way. Kelby rattles in and out. Rebound by Thomas. Behind the back looking. Giving to Ogbonna. He traveled. But that's how we will end the first quarter. It is Rolling Meadows 16 and Lemont 11. We'll be right back after this. Inbounding the ball now is Ryan Schussling. Gives to Thomas, and the Lemont goes straight full court and taken away by Castillo. He goes up and he will get the and one bucket. Rokas Castillo. And Orlando Thomas will have his second personal foul of the afternoon. A final from the Campbell Gym. LT beat Conant 55-18 in a dominating fashion. LT is certainly a team to keep an eye on going forward. Definitely a team capable of making it to day 5.
Well, obviously a win tomorrow puts them there, and they'll await the winner of Highland Park and Sandburg. Tough screen set there by Nikolic Wilson.
Soderov from the corner off the mark, no good. Rebound by Nikolic Wilson, kicks out Cam Christie, top of the key, 3 strong.
Such a pure jump shot, just like his brother Max, and he had to wait until the second quarter to get his first points, which is not like Rolling Meadows.
Intrasitis jumper, no good. Rebound by Schussling.
But with Orlando Thomas on the bench, you assume that it is going to be Cam who's going to be taking most of the shots. And
Cam, another threes, might have the hot hand.
Proving our point.
The lead quickly grows to 22-13.
Rolling Meadows' their ability to shoot the 3.
Kelby from the corner, got it. Good answer.
Is what might make them the difference in this tournament. Great answer there by Gavin Kelby.
And Lemont trying to see if this press rattles the Mustangs offensively, of breaking it with these, and that will be no shot.
Foul on the floor.
Foul on the floor. Mustangs will inbound it, but yeah, I mean, if you're Lemont, what's kind of your game plan going into this? Obviously, you know, you worry about Cam Christie, but Orlando Thomas has created quite a few problems early.
Yeah, I mean, you got 2 great guys that can score the ball really well, and I mean, that's why we said Rolling Meadows is a favorite in this tournament. But Cam's got the hot hand. Orlando Thomas is just a very good guy right now on the bench, getting a breather.
Taken away by Beecham. Now Castillo, deep 3, on the way, got it.
I don't think we can count out this Lemont team on shooting 3s as well.
It was 22-13, it felt like just moments ago, but Lemont quickly cuts the lead to 3.
A quick little 6-0 run for Lemont, making it look easy.
Christie working here on Castillo. Goes up, can't finish with the right hand. Rebound by the other Castillo. Back the other way comes Lemont. Up ahead to Kelby. Back bodice Castillo for 3. Got it. But just like that, we are tied.
Cannot leave him open, and both teams have got that hot hand shooting well from 3 early.
Tied at 22 with 5:45 to play. Soderov. Good move there. Goes up. Good pass. Nikolic Wilson. Good finish.
I was about to say, what a phenomenal pass to find Nikolic Wilson down low. He had about 4 Lemont players all over him, and just a great feed.
Now Rokas Castillo across half court, working on Paisley. Now Beecham to Castillo. Opposite side. Rokas Castillo. Goes baseline, trying to give inside. Good hands by Nikolic Wilson. Straight into the hands of Cam Christie. He'll pull up from 3. With confidence, he got it.
It looked like he got slapped across the body, too, at the very last moment of that play. But Cam started with 0 points. He's gone, was it 3 for 3 from 3 to start the quarter?
Punch for punch we've gone lately with just under 5 minutes to go in the opening half. Working Castillo. Now Gavin Kelby for 3. Got it to roll in. I mean,
you're right, they're exchanging blows. This is so far fantastic first half for both teams.
And that ball will be awarded to Lemont. I tell you what, the defense of Lemont, we saw in the last game, the defense of Lemont really getting at the
starting to be a factor right now. I think it just took a few guys to figure out what they got. And if I'm Coach Katovich, it's only a matter of time before Orlando Thomas is back on the floor. And right now, apparently it's not that time. And, you know, the Castillo brothers have done great work. I haven't talked much about intrasitis as of late.
As Patrick Gardner makes his way back on the floor.
But these are the games of the Jack Tosh that we missed a year ago. The high-energy games like these.
Castillo goes up, draws the foul. Tell you what, he released that at about his hip.
I was gonna say, yeah, it was like at his hip on the way down too. It was not an easy shot.
It looked like a Mahomes-like arm angle. As Matas Castillo will head to the line shooting 2.
And we're gonna see Agbana check back in for Rolling Meadows.
Both teams with 3 fouls. The last one coming on Mark Nikolic Wilson.
I mean, both teams have played clean thus far. We've talked about it. Free throw shooting is very pivotal for both these teams. To be able to go 2 for 2 from the line would be very, very helpful for Lemont.
Matas Castillo for the tie. Rattles in and out. Good
Offensive foul.
All right.
I think they guess. I don't know if that's an over or back or they just called it a push.
Yeah, that one comes against Gavin Kelby. Tremendous role player for Lemont.
Still shocked that we've not seen Orlando Thomas yet in the second quarter.
Just under 4:15 left to go in the second quarter. Cam Christie working on Castillo, trying to direct traffic.
I was going to say, Castillo was really far off of Christie, and then he just found a way to get right back into it.
Nikolic Wilson goes back to Christie. Christie goes between the legs, trying to go up, can't do anything. Back comes Indrositis. Indrositis up ahead of Castillo. He'll go up, he'll get the and one bucket. My, oh my, Rokas Castillo will go to the line to capitalize.
By Rokas Castillo, and now he's got the ability to make it a 3-point play.
And so this will be a 90-second timeout. It is 28-27, Lemont. It's changed quickly.
It's you know, we were talking 22-13. Oh, is this game going to get out of reach a little too quickly? Well, Lemont has a great answer back for that to go on, was it a 15-5 run, and to go up by 1 point.
Yeah, and I mean, it's what's fun about watching these two teams play with the talent that they have is, you know, any player, you know, whether it's Indrositis, Christie, Thomas,
right?
Anyone's capable of really turning it on at a moment's notice.
Well, not only that, but they also kind of play the same way. They both play quick. Teams, that is. Well, you have that, and then also the excellent guard play. Rolling Meadows has a lot of great guard play, but so does Lemont with both the Castillo brothers. So they're very quick on defense, and they fly around the court, making it very hard to stop it.
And, you know, thankfully, we've seen the Mustangs take a lot of three-point shots that have fallen in their favor. But when we talked to Katovich, he talked about the importance of making sure they, you know, that transition offense, you know, works in their favor, because he alluded back to 2019 when they ran into a defense like York, and how kind of tough that was to, you know, kind of settle down, not focus so much on transition, but take time to run their offense. But this team, a little bit different than 2019. There are numerous players that you can rely on in white.
Yeah. They have a lot of guys when we talk about them as a team.
So out of the timeout, Rokas Castillo, the junior guard, at the line trying to finish the N1 bucket. Unable to do so, it is still Lemont by 1, as that one last touched by Miles Beecham. And we'll go the other way. .347 left to go in the second quarter. Foster Agbana, travel call. Indrositis on the far side inbound. Patrick Gardner makes his way back into the ballgame.
Well, Lemont now with a deeper bench. They're able to go to a little bit more guys. And something that Rolling Meadows wasn't really prepared for. They didn't have a big bench to study and film. Yesterday, that is. And today they're able to.
Tell you what, this Christie Castillo matchup,
it's a fun one.
It's a fun one to
watch. It's a very fun one. They both go quick. They both kind of play the same way. Very aggressive. I mean, Castillo on defense, something else.
fight for the ball results in Ogbonna going up, got it. And with that basket there, Rolling Meadows reclaims the lead. Castillo now up top. The three-pointer is strong and good.
That's Rokas for three. Both the Castillos can shoot it really well, and I said Rokas had 22 last night. I believe he went about 4 for 9 from three as well. So if he's got the hot hand, he is going to make his shots.
31-29, Lemont leads. With 2:25 to go, that one taken away by Indrositis. Back the other way comes Lemont.
And Indrositis, only 5 points. He's had a very quiet game, as the Castillo brothers they've combined for 16.
Inside, Indrositis unable to finish with the right hand. Now back the other way comes Foster Ogbonna.
Try to spin by, couldn't.
Now Christie from top of the key. Off the mark, no good. Rebound by Meltic.
What a rebound.
Good spin move. Left hand finish, no good. This one would be going the other way.
You see that rebound that Meltic had? Just grabbed it.
I tell you what, for being a freshman, Meltic has had himself a fantastic tournament thus far.
Yeah, he really has.
Minute 53 to go in the second quarter. 2-point affair in favor of Lemont as they go back to work offensively at the Castillo brothers. Rokas from three, from deep.
Hesitated a little bit, but a big capitalization right there. So after a 9-point lead, Lemont turns it up, and they've got a 5-point lead.
Christie again from deep. Got it to go.
You know, I think it's only a matter of time before we see Orlando Thomas check right back into this game. He's had the whole second quarter, and him on the floor is a big difference. And I mean, Cam is already in double digits. He's what, 4 for 5 for 3? To have both of them on the floor would be very, very big for Rolling Meadows.
Kelby. Now Indrositis goes up. Great block there from Nikolic Wilson.
I think that
we mentioned it, kind of the unsung hero in the victory for the Mustangs really yesterday, as this one will go the other way. Checking back in is Joe Pender and Miles Beecham, both for Indrositis and Kelby. With just under a minute to go, you're right. It's Orlando Thomas not in the ball game after a lightning start.
Wow. Now, this could just be Coach Kadovich's strategy of saying, I'm going to play you for a whole, second half. I want you well rested. Is tough shot there by Cam. Jump. Yep.
Jump ball called here. Will be going the way in favor of Lemont. Just under 35 seconds to go in the first half. Indrositis makes his way back on the bench, or back on the floor, as well as Gavin Kelby. In for Gardner and Pender. Now the trio of Indrositis and the Castillo brothers make their way back up the floor. Montes looking around. Gives to Rokas. Both defenses playing well. I mean, it's just been a matter of executing on the open look.
Really has been, and Lemont has taken full advantage of that.
Now with 5, Castillo looking, driving, unable to do so. Kelby from the corner to end the half. Off the mark, no good, and that will do it.
Great ball movement to end the half on the part of Lemont. They had a great second quarter. They were down 22-13, and really turned it up here on Rolling Meadows.
And so after one half, it is a 2-point ball game, and it sure is a battle of the heavyweights here at the 47th Annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. We'll be right back after these 10 minutes. as we welcome you back to the second half of a matchup between the Mustangs of Rolling Meadows and Lemont. It's been, I mean, it's just been a battle. It's Cameron Christie with the right-hand finish. Fantastic. Firing back and forth. That one no good from Castillo, and back the other way comes Nicholas Wilson and the Mustangs.
Both teams trying to currently throw jabs at each other, and obviously Orlando Thomas back on the floor, sat for the whole second quarter, and that caught you and I both off guard.
I mean, he had quite a few points, and they came quickly.
He's not up there right now, but I think he had 13 in the first however many minutes.
And he was shooting with a whole lot of confidence, and then you're right.
Was.
I mean, the second quarter hit, and things changed.
And he's just seen nowhere.
Yeah, he'll be back at the line trying to add to that scoring total. So yeah, I mean, that was kind of a storyline that emerged a little bit there in the second quarter, was Orlando Thomas finding himself on the bench.
And that could very well be a case for letting Lemont come right back into this game, because he sits as like what, 22-13 lead for Rolling Meadows. You know, you take him out of the game, and just like that, all that happens.
And with that being said, he reclaims the lead for Rolling Meadows. They now lead 36-34.
So him and Cam, both with 14.
Castillo up top, and that guard play from Lemont really crucial in the first half. Now up top, Pender gives it Indrositis. That's the other thing, you know, the defense that Orlando Thomas brings really allows Rolling Meadows to get out in transition.
Well, Rolling
very
Meadows
quickly.
has done a great job shutting down Indrositis. Held the 5 points, while Rokas Castillo leads the way for Lemont with 12.
Now Modest Castillo back inside of Beecham, tries to go up, and the foul will come against Nicholas Wilson.
From our point of view, it looks like you could make a case for all ball right there, but we're going to see Beecham go to line.
And Beecham, most definitely one of the more underrated players in this tournament. Played a key role in Lamont's win yesterday over Timothy Christian. He was the first to make it. Misses the second one pretty badly.
Yeah.
So with that, can't tie the game again. So back the other way comes Christie, hits the jumper with ease.
A little stop and pop, and yeah, Lamont's going to call timeout.
A quick timeout called by Lemont. This will be a 30-second timeout. So, I mean, you know, still pretty, I mean, you know, Rolling Meadows with a 3-point lead. Orlando Thomas comes in and gets the 2 first points of the half. That really was something that we were confused about, why we didn't see Orlando Thomas play in a majority of the second quarter. Yeah, I mean, just, you know, they were up, got off to a really hot start, and he was certainly the main contributor to that. But you also talk about other guys like Cam Christie already with 16 points. I mean, it's just different. These guys shoot with a lot of confidence. It'll be interesting to see how Noah's Indrositis, you know, also goes about the second half, because we haven't said his name a lot.
No, not at all. This is not like yesterday. And also, you got to credit the guys down low like Nicholas Wilson and Sotorov, both with, I mean, combined 5 points, but still making a difference down low.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is, you know, this Rolling Meadows team also, you know, just has so much talent in their younger players. You talk about a guy like Ian Miletic, who is just a freshman who plays just great on both ends, aggressive on defense, but also has the confidence offensively. As that one no good there from Castillo, and back the other way comes Rolling Meadows.
Yeah, not the best take by Montes Castillo. That's a heck of a pass by Christie.
Thomas from deep hits that one, extends the Rolling Meadows lead to 6.
Gotta say, those two on the floor is one heck of a dynamic duo for this Rolling Meadows team.
Looking around outside, Indrositis 3 on the way. Got it to go.
For most open look he's seen all night and took full advantage of it right there. I think everyone forgets that he can also shoot the three besides, and he's not just a, primary drive inside guy.
Christie, the jumper, got it from the elbow. And that's the other thing is, Christie, that high release point on the jump shot allows him to really rise above the rest and just, it looks so effortless.
Oh, and he kind of caught Castillo by surprise there. Castillo, great way to follow your own miss, grab the rebound, and he's going to go to the line to shoot too. But going back to Christie, he's so quick on the floor. Just one dribble, he goes up and takes the two.
So that foul coming on Cam Christie, that will be his first. Rokas Castillo at the line shooting two, misses the first.
You got to convert on those free throws. I mean, we've said it a lot, and we're going to say it a lot more throughout the rest of this tournament, but you have got to convert on those free throws.
Does execute on the second. That is his 13th point of the ball game. So both Castillo brothers, one with 13, the other with 7. Christie up ahead to Miletic. Lost the ball, tipped, got it to Christie. Now outside, Thomas traveled. A little bit of a stutter step.
Yeah. I was going to say, from where we were sitting, it did not look like one. The officials obviously saw it differently compared to us.
It's funny because, while
Cam was ready to put on a show. But a great way to get back on defense, too.
Yeah, these players just so much faster. Him and Indrositis, tries to get that one to go, can't do it. And now Christie goes far side. Thomas from 3. No good. That one short.
Not a great shot by Orlando Thomas, but pass was a little high. Thomas could have easily taken a step out.
Patrick Gardner checks back in for Miles Beecham.
And Orlando Thomas is probably a guy who's making a name for himself in this tournament. At least you would hope so.
Yeah, I mean, with 17 points, I think that's pretty hard to ignore. As we hit the 4-minute mark of the third quarter inside, Gardner working on Nikolic Wilson. Now looking around, goes outside to Castillo.
Wanted a walk, didn't get one. And I thought he had a look to go up with that left hand, too.
Castillo to Castillo. Now outside, Gavin Kelby. That one short, no good. Rebound is own man Castillo now working inside. Right hand finish is strong and good from Matheus Castillo.
A nice right hand floater there by Castillo.
We'll be going back the other way. So after that timeout, I tell you what, they made the most of it. Lemont really starting to supply some answers for a hot Rolling Meadows start. And with that, we'll be right back with the 47th Jack Tosh Annual Holiday Classic on YSM. And so out of the timeout, it'll be Andrositis to inbound the ball to Matas Castillo and trying to get things going offensively as Lemont.
I thought there was going to be a backcourt violation.
It did look close.
Very close.
Castillo in the corner working on Nikolic Wilson. Back to Castillo, he goes baseline.
Nice
Good feed
pass.
at Gardner, got it, left hand finish is strong and good.
What a great pass underneath the basket.
Christie working on Matas now. Outside Soderoth. Back to Christie. Milicic inside to Nikolic Wilson. Wilson, good move. The right hand finish is good. I tell you what, he can move. He's got great footwork.
He's a guy that you cannot forget about when you're on defense.
Andrositis.
Nice little put back there.
You know, the thing is Castillos are just so quick. They are so fast.
Yes, it's very hard to stop.
They just
right by Cam.
They cut and they move so quickly. It really, two guys that are hard to guard. But now Christie from deep. He got it.
I think he's still got that hot hand. It's safe to say that.
And you could see there was a miscommunication as Rokas Castillo was looking for a little help. And that allowed Christie to release with a lot of ease. Now, Matas Castillo looking. Good hands, but deflected straight to Andrositis. Now Andrositis in the corner. He goes back up top to Castillo. Andrositis from deep. Off the mark, no good. Rattled in and out. Ball up, rebounded by Milicic. Back the other way comes Rolling Meadows. Now Thomas, a man of the first half. Mark Nikolic Wilson. I tell you what, he just
pass.
Right place, right time, knows when to cut. Definitely knows the offense and now has a steal. Christie looking, gives to Milicic. He goes up, unable to finish. Rebound by Wilson. He'll be fouled.
And he's going to go to line to shoot too, probably. I mean, Nikolic Wilson over the last, minute and a half has just been all over the place, offensively and defensively.
Speaking of a minute and a half, 1:30 to go in the third quarter. But no doubt, just based on the number of people in this gym, this is definitely one of the bigger games so far in the tournament as Nikolic Wilson misses the first. Miles Beecham will check in for Patrick Gardner. Nikolic Wilson can't hit the second. And now Lemont works offensively. Good cut there. Now Andrositis unable to finish. Rebound by Nikolic Wilson. I mean, he's just a guy. He's. I tell you what. You talk about the last minute and a half. He's made a name for himself. Christie from deep gets his own rebound. Looks, gives to Thomas. Thomas hesitates.
Thomas had a look too.
This one taken away by Gavin Kelby.
It was a great closeout by Matas Castillo.
These are two teams that just love working quickly. And two disciplined teams as well. As we hit the 45-second mark in the third quarter. Castillo goes up, right hand finish, no good. We got a foul. It'll be a charge.
Orlando Thomas does a great job taking the body, and Rokas Castillo picks up his second foul.
That'll be the second team foul on Lemont. It'll be Rokas Castillo's third, so he will check out, and Andrositis sits down as well.
Very interesting that Lemont is pulling two starters out of the game, especially Andrositis.
Christie with 30 seconds working on Matas Castillo. Looking, cutting, going up. Great block by Miles Beecham. Back the other way comes Lemont. Up to Castillo, goes behind the back. Gives now Connor Murray working on the far side. Looking for something, gets it back inside to Joe Pender.
Lamont's got to space the floor a little bit better. Christie was coming late back off defense, and everyone Lemont was in the corner.
Matas Castillo working on the freshman. Now Joe Pender lost it, taken away by Milicic. Throws it up with one left. Off the mark, no good. So that's how we end the third quarter. And with that, Rolling Meadows leads Lemont 50-45. It's certainly shaping up to be a pretty good end of the ball game. And we'll get to it right after this. As we get back to the final quarter of action between Lemont, and Rolling Meadows. And speaking of that, coming up after this will be Leo and Batavia in the South Gym here at the Tosh, and Foster Ogbonna back into the ball game for the Mustangs.
Did you set yourself up by saying Leo, mistaking?
I did, yeah. I did. I jumped to conclusions. Outside, Joe Pender, no good. Rebound goes to Soderov and the Mustangs. Looking, Christie loves the elbow. The jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound by Andrositis. Calby, great defense from Christie, good hands. Wanted that one and a little bit more.
Makes great decisions on the floor. Christie does.
Castillo to Pender. Pender working on Milicic. Tries to look inside, can't do it. Now Castillo, great look at feed inside Andrositis, working on Ogbonna.
Rolling Meadows defense has done a lot. What a block, too.
Great block by Christie, and we'll have a foul called on Miles Beecham. Tell you what, fouls, we mentioned it, especially in our last contest. Fouls down the stretch are going to matter as Gavin Kelby checks out, while Connor Murray checks in, as well as Rokas Castillo will come in for Joe Pender. Lemont picking up Christie at full. Now Thomas looks inside to Soderov. Soderov gives to Christie. Christie, the jumper on the way over Beecham, can't finish. Good rebound by Thomas. He'll be fouled. And I mean, you love, it just seems like from every aspect, whether it's rebounding, defense, offense, just Orlando Thomas has a lot of pride in the way he plays.
He does. He really does.
So with 6:40 left in the ballgame, Orlando Thomas at the line shooting 2.
I mean, he's kind of had a quiet second half, too, when you look at it on the score sheet. Still has, what, 5 or 7? But he's been making plays offensively and defensively and always moving around. And I think it's only a matter of time before we see Rokas Castillo of Lemont check right back in.
And with that, he extends the lead to 7. This obviously, as we mentioned, a game that showcases a lot of talent between Orlando Thomas, Cam Christie, the Castillo brothers, Andrositis. But there's also been unsung heroes like the freshman Milicic, number 10 in white, as well as Mark Nikolic Wilson and Patrick Gardner for Lemont. Andrositis can't hit that third, rebound by Thomas.
Depending what Rolling Meadows does with this possession, that 3 could go down as a really crucial one.
Foster Ogbonna spins, loses the handle, taken away by Castillo, working. It's 1-on-2. He goes up and gets it.
Probably could have called a foul on that one too, but what a finish.
A really strong take to the basket working on Cam Christie.
To be able to go left hand over one of the top juniors in the state is no easy task. And
that will be going the other way. This one comes against Cam Christie. Safe to say Coach Gadovich is not like that one.
No. Neither was Cam. Neither of them were pleased with that.
And so with that, Cam Christie has 2.
And they're going to call Andrositis on a foul.
Now we're going the other way.
So the 2 star players for both teams, they exchange offensive fouls.
And so Lemont has 16 fouls while Rolling Meadows only has 4.
That's 5 team fouls.
PA announcer got it wrong. That was me.
Okay.
Nicholas Wilson at the top of the key working on Gardner. Looking for someone down low. And a foul will be called against Patrick Gardner. I had it right. I had it right. There we go.
It took a second.
I knew I had it right.
It took a second. Well, now it's 7.
There we go. And that will send Nicholas Wilson to the line.
He missed 2 free throws earlier. That'd be clutch.
Just under 5.5 to go in the ball game. Nicholas Wilson hits.
Oh, that's a big one.
That one, he's 1 for 3 on the day. You know, you mentioned it. I mean, you know, putting Rolling Meadows in the bonus this early, that's crucial. As
Especially
Nicholas Wilson
with the free throw shooters they have of Cam Christie and Orlando Thomas.
The lead now 54-47, just under 5.5 to play. Montes Castillo cuts, goes up, right hand finish is good and strong.
He is extremely talented.
And the ability of the Castillos to just they switch it halfway. I mean, it looks fantastic, and it's working.
Again, they just move so quick. They make a lot of right decisions. They combine for 26 thus far tonight. Great pass
Good
inside.
look from Thomas, and Nicholas Wilson now enters double digits. He's got 10 on the night.
And that might be counted as one of the most important assists that we've seen tonight for Rolling Meadows.
Castillo to Castillo. The other tries to go baseline. He goes up and under. I mean, it just you can't allude to it enough. Montes Castillo goes up and under with the finish, and the lead cuts back to 5.
All right, here we go. 4.5 left. One last chance. Well, I don't want to say one last chance. One last surge for Lemont, that is, to make this a good game. Even better game.
Thomas gets a screen, tries to go behind the back, gives back to Christie. This one will stick with Rolling Meadows.
Coach Runnis of Lemont is not happy, and that did look like they went off Andrositis. Had Andrositis stayed on his feet, he had an open lane to the basket.
In a 5-point game, 4:11 to go. Inbound to Thomas, and a foul will be called. This one will come against Montes Castillo. This will be his second.
You're right, it is against Montes, but Lemont is not happy with that.
This will send Orlando Thomas to the line as he searches for points 20 and 21 pending 2 free throws. Gavin Kelby check back into the game for Lemont. He'll enter for Connor Murray. You know, Bobby, a guy who will definitely make his way back on the court before we're done here is Miles Beecham. His defense
100%.
heavily valued by Lemont.
100%. I think that was a big missed free throw there by Orlando Thomas as well.
Lead at 6. Andrositis cuts it in half, now 3.
While falling down into contact as well. What a 3. He's definitely D1 talent. He's got 13. It's been a quiet 13. Not his best performance, but a big time shot right there.
Christie gives it Thomas. Good hands there from Castillo.
I mean, these Castillo brothers are frustrating both Christie and Thomas. And
Christie goes right hand finish. He got it and staring down Rokas Castillo.
What a strong take by Cam Christie to the hoop right there.
Now Indrositis, 3-point from deep. Unable to hit, rebound by Nikolic Wilson.
Lemont right now with Indrositis shooting that three. They don't have a lot of height down low.
Just under 3 minutes to go, 5-point game. Foster Agbana working on Indrositis, back up top to Thomas. And a foul committed here.
We should have a mask timeout as well. Gavin, this is shaping up to be a good finish.
I tell you what, this is definitely one of the more exciting games we've had here as we enter day 2. I mean, these are just two teams that really just bring a whole lot to the table, and we've seen it here with you know, Indrositis has definitely started to come into his own here as of late, but just the you look at a guy like Orlando Thomas, who's a great complement, or you can even say vice versa, to a guy like Cam Christie.
Right.
This Rolling Meadows team, or this Lemont team, both of these teams, either way, are going to be very hard to beat going forward.
It really is, and whoever pulls out with this, and you know, the one thing is both these teams match up really well on paper. Two guards that like to move the ball really well, and then of course you got a great forward in Indrositis that also likes to move the ball really well. But I'm shocked that Lemont has not put a little bit more height on the floor to try to out-rebound some of the guys like Nikolic Wilson and Sotorov, because Nikolic Wilson has grabbed however many boards and has made a lot of plays, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, and this, I mean, we still got 2 minutes and 50 seconds to play, and this already 113 combined points between these two teams. High scoring and just electric. I mean, between the three-point shooting to, I mean, a beautiful showcase of offenses as well.
Yes,
but the aggressiveness on defense.
It's just been a perfect balance of both when you look at it. And whoever wins this, they have a date with Lake Forest tomorrow at 3:30. So, I mean, it just gets better.
Orlando Thomas back at the line, looking to extend the lead. Does so. The lead now 6. Trying to make it 7.
I mean, Lemont is doing or Rolling Meadows, that is, doing their very best trying to pull away.
And not only if you're Lemont because you're trailing, but for Rolling Meadows too. These next few possessions become very valuable.
Cannot finish on an empty look. That's for sure.
Indrositis was falling down halfway when he received that pass from Patrick Gardner. Most definitely contributed to the missed layup. Is now working on Castillo is Christie.
Well, and now the impact of no shot clock definitely becomes a factor for Rolling Meadows. What does Coach Kadovich do in near steal?
Nikolic Wilson gives to the freshman. Unable to hit. Rebound by Gavin Kelby up ahead of Castillo. He'll try to work on Christie, and he'll do so. Timeout called by Lemont.
Phenomenal finish right there. Montes Castillo has just done excellent work being able to finish with that right hand. Got the lead back to 5.
And so with 2:10 to go, what do you do here on this next possession if you're Rolling Meadows?
I mean, try to drain as much time off the clock as possible and then try to get an easy look down low. You don't have just one guy down low. You can use a lot of guys down low, that can cause a problem. So it's very interesting to see what they can do.
You look back on this game when all is said and done. I mean, at this point, Lemont does have 9 team fouls, while Rolling Meadows does only have 4. I mean, that's the other thing is while they have a very aggressive defense, Rolling Meadows is just disciplined defensively, but extremely effective.
It really has been. I mean, we said it yesterday. Cam and Orlando, they combined for 43. 45, they combined for today, still with 2 minutes left.
So 2:10 left to go in this one. As stated earlier, coming up after this will be Leo and Batavia. And That's also shaping up to be a pretty good one. So we'll have 3 consecutive, pretty solid games in this gym as Miles Beecham making an effect defensively, and a timeout will be awarded to Rolling Meadows.
Coach Runnis, we're looking straight at him. He is very unhappy with that call. Well, and then not only Leo and Batavia, the nightcap is St. Pat's and Glenbard West, or in the Campbell Gym, Andrew and York.
Yeah, and certainly, I mean, we talk about the afternoon slate of games was just
phenomenal today.
Oh, fantastic. And I mean, to cap it off with the host York against Andrew, that'll be a pretty good matchup. I mean, what can we expect from that one?
I mean, yeah, we saw York play last night, and I saw Andrew also play last night. Andrew's got a lot of height. You know, they got a few kids, you know, that were, you know, throwing down, blocking shots, doing a lot. And the thing with York is, you know, they played very well against Ben Vanderwald's Timothy Christian. York's got a lot of great guard play, but they can also finish down low with Adam Hardick. It's shaping up to be a great matchup over in the Campbell.
So in this one here, we have 2:05 remaining. It's a 5-point game. Starting with the ball down low will be Sotorov to inbound. Gets it to Thomas. Full court press takes immediate effect. This one will go to Lemont. Orlando Thomas thought it might have brushed Miles Beecham, but not awarded the call, so Lemont will go to work. Just over 2 minutes. Indrositis near side working on Ogbonna.
Had to watch his foot on the out-of-bounds line, and I think they're trying to get a 3. I'd say there's no reason for a 3. Just try to take that open look. Yeah, you get a nice pick and roll right there. Travel.
Castillo travel.
He took too many steps. And that's not going to please Coach Runnis.
Still 1:45 to go. Rolling Meadows up by 5. Sotorov gets it back to Christie, and now they break the press with relatively ease. Nikolic Wilson looking, gets help, got Sotorov. Orlando Thomas gets it back up to Christie, and the Mustangs reset.
Well, final 90 seconds. Now Coach Runnis is going to be asking himself, when do you start fouling?
Indrositis on Christie. Christie goes up, blocking, got the and one bucket, and that's a pivotal point in this one late. Chance to go to the line. Not only that, it is the 10th team foul for Lemont, and a chance to extend the lead to 8 is Cam Christie.
So Rolling Meadows now in the double bonus, while on Lamont's side, not even in the bonus yet. Pivotal stuff right now.
You know, looking back on it, you know, if this one ends in a Rolling Meadows victory, certainly they're a turning point. And kind of the moment that put it all away. With 1:10 to go, it is Rokas Castillo working on Orlando Thomas. 64-56, 8-point affair. Needing a point quickly is Lemont. Gavin Kelby from 3. Got it to go.
Can't count out Lemont. Cannot count out Lemont just yet. Well, we said it earlier, both teams have just been exchanging jabs at each other all game. And it just continues to happen.
And so it will be a full timeout. Now, with that being said, 64-59. I mean, Bobby, if you're Lemont here, you're putting all your marbles into this full court press.
Absolutely. I mean, you got a turnover at the other end about, what was it, 2 minutes ago, game time? You have a very good chance to do it again and, you know, really make an impact and try to get that ball back, you know. But also the other thing is you have to start thinking about fouling. Granted, yeah, you can go to the line and shoot too, but the guy you don't want at the line is either Orlando Thomas or Cam Christie. So you want someone else to get to the line and shoot free throws to have that chance of missing, because we both know that Orlando and Cam, they don't feel any pressure whatsoever.
And you know, just that really defining moment there. I mean, that just the guts and the grit of Cam Christie to go up and finish that and one bucket. Really just, we talk about the tier of players all the time. I mean, that's just the difference.
It really is.
And so now Sotorov to inbound, and the Mustangs trying to close this one out after a bucket from Gavin Kelby.
Well, I think they're going to try to get it 10 seconds, so trying to get it to 47.
Thomas got it.
You got to start fouling now.
And that'll be a foul.
Yeah.
Committed by Castillo.
I think Runnis was trying to get a jump ball. Granted, the arrow's staying with Rolling Meadows. You would have had to foul eventually.
The 11th team foul on Lemont sends Orlando Thomas to the line, trying to put this game on ice. Hits the first, 65-59 now, 6-point game with 45.4 to go.
I mean, what did I just tell you about, what was it, under a minute ago? Orlando Thomas and Cam Christie, neither of them feel pressure.
Hits both, and a crucial duo of free throws there from Orlando Thomas. 3-point on the way for Matis Castillo. No good. Rebound by Cam Christie. Up ahead to Orlando Thomas. Back to Christie now.
Final 30.
Mustangs will slow things down. This foul will come against Rokas Castillo. That will send Cam Christie to the line.
I was going to say you could have easily made a case there for an offensive foul. Cam used his left arm and kind of pushed off of Castillo. I mean, obviously that's not the way they saw it.
So 24 seconds to go in this one. Cam Christie trying to get it. Oh, can't get it to 68, so we'll try to get it to 67-59.
So we see Castillo check out, Andrusaitis check out, and Gavin Kelby check out, as well as, I think it was a complete sub-rotation.
Yeah, we haven't seen a few of these names yet, but you might think that Lemont trying to go with a few three-point shooters as her last breath. 67-59. CJ Campos leads Lemont. Great defense here. That's Connor Murray. 3-point off the mark, no good. This one, last hit off of Campos, will be going the other way. 7.3 to go. And dribbling it out, and that'll do it. So Rolling Meadows will move on after defeating Lemont 67-59. I mean, this one was everything we wanted it to be.
A phenomenal game. It was the best game that we've seen thus far. And, you know, just like that, they're moving on. Rolling Meadows is moving on. They'll have a game versus Lake Forest, and we're going to talk to Katovich and Orlando Thomas here in just a moment.
And so we will have that coming up. But for Bobby Hessling, I'm Gavin Hughes. Just after this interview, YSM would like to thank you for coming in and tuning into this viewing of the 47th Jack Tosh Holiday Classic on YSM.
Bobby Hessling alongside Cam Christie for the second straight day. Cam, gutsy win for you guys over a very good Lemont team. You know, what happened throughout the game? Because you guys were just exchanging what seemed like punches back and forth.
You know, we were down coming out of the second half, or the first half, and third quarter we always want to make sure that, you know, we put the pressure on them right away. And, you know, we try to crash the glass, you know, get as many rebounds as we could, and then just, you know, they weren't calling too many fouls, so try to finish through the contact and just keep being aggressive.
Talk about Orlando Thomas. You both combined for 50.
Yep.
Both of you play very similar styles, and you know, you had 0 points in the first quarter while Thomas carried most of the workload, and then the second quarter changes, and then, you know, he sits on the bench for about most of the quarter. You come in and have a big second quarter. What works so well with both of you in the game at the same time?
You know, we just have so much confidence in each other, and, you know, we believe in each other to make the right decision and make the right play. And so even if I'm out, I know that he's going to be aggressive. When he's out, he knows I'm going to be aggressive. And so, you know, when we're both in, we just feel like, you know, we have the game out of control.
You play a Lake Forest team tomorrow. They have Asa Thomas. You and Asa Thomas will be going at it. You're two of the best juniors in the state. How excited are you looking forward to that game?
I'm super excited. You know, he's my AAU teammate too. So, you know, I'm super excited to take the floor with him as opponents again. You know, I think it's going to be a real competitive game, and I'm excited to see how it turns out.
All right, good luck tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow.
Yep, thank you.
Coach Kadovich will be joining us here in just a moment. Coach, big win for you guys over a very good Lemont team. And what I was telling Cam was, you know, Orlando Thomas sits the bench for most of the second quarter while he had a big first, and then Cam had a very big second. You know, what do they do so well together?
I mean, they play so well together, obviously. But you know, when Orlando was out, he was on the bench. He was like another coach out there. And I thought the guys that came in for him, Lucas Paisley, Ryan Schessling, they did a really nice job filling in just to kind of stem the tide there in the second quarter while Orlando was out. And then in the third quarter, you know, we made a couple little adjustments, but it was more Cameron and Orlando sort of steadying the ship, being great leaders like they are, and just getting everyone else to kind of settle down.
Talk about your defense, because you had to go up against two Castillos, you know, and they were both flying all over the court. They both combined for, I believe, almost 30. Yeah. You know, what do they do really well, and how hard was it for you guys to defend them on defense?
Well, they shoot the ball really well, but they're also really quick off the dribble. So if you close out too hard on them, they go by you, and that's kind of what hurt us in the first half. Is we were giving up a little too much dribble penetration, and they play so well together, obviously, so they kind of feed off each other as well.
I told Cam he's going up against Asa Thomas tomorrow. He's excited for it. How excited are you to be going up against Lake Forest tomorrow and have a chance to play on day 5 of the Jack Tosh tournament?
I mean, anytime you're in this position, obviously it's fun. Obviously, we're going to have our hands full tomorrow, but you know, I hopefully it's a good game, and you know that we come out and we show well.
Gutsy win for you guys tonight for Lemont. Hope to do this again tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Big win for you guys.
Thank you.
So that'll do it from the South Gym. Big win for Rolling Meadows over Lemont. Lemont will play tomorrow, but Rolling Meadows will have a chance to go to day 5 of the Jack Tosh Holiday Tournament. Coming next is Batavia and Leo here on York Sports Network from the South Gym. For Bobby Hessling, have a good night, folks.